is on section of frustum or frustum of a cone. Frustum of a cone. Firstly, I'll start with basics and solve a few questions or almost all questions, and then we'll end this chapter. This is the last section of this chapter. Frustum is a Latin word. It's a singular, and frusta, plural. Might be wondering why we require this. Don't say there are frustums. There are frustum. There are frusta. This is plural. Latin word frustum. Frusta is plural. How is frustum formed? Frustum is obtained from cone. Let me draw a cone first. When I slice it out at any section at a line parallel to the baseline, if this is the line, say, passing to the center of this circle, and if I am drawing another line parallel to it and I am cutting out a section at this line, I will have a frustum. And if I tilt it, it will appear like a glass, like this. The best example of frustum is glass. Glass itself. Glass itself is a frustum. Let me indicate the radius of upper circle by letter R1, alphabet R1 or letter R1, and this by R2, and this is the height, slant length L. We do not have derivations for the formulae of a frustum. Let me directly straightforward write all the formulae and tell you the trick how to remember the formula. First, surface area, just lateral surface area or the curved surface area, both mean the same. So let me write CSA. Remember what was CSA of a cone? CSA of a cone was just pi RL, pi RL. But here you will not write pi RL, you will write in place of R sum of the radii of upper circle and lower circle, R1 plus R2, that is your CSA, that is curved surface area of frustum. Next, total surface area. You already found out curved surface area, and in most cases, if both the faces are closed, now if both the ends are closed, then in most cases both the ends are closed, so you have pi. When both the ends are considered as closed, you have pi into R1 plus R2 into L plus the lateral surface area plus upper surface area plus bottom surface area. So surface area of upper face is pi R1 square, pi R1 square, plus surface area of the bottom face is pi R2 square. You don't need to remember this. TSA, total surface area, you need not remember. Just know this, that in place of R, you just substitute R1 plus R2, and the rest is just understanding. Adding pi R1 square and pi R2 square is just understanding by drawing the figure. Surface area is done, total surface area is done. Now you have volume. The formula for volume is a little large or big, but I'll just tell you how to remember it. You had volume of cone as 1 by 3 pi r square h, but 1 by 3 pi into h, and you had r square here when it was cone. Now instead of r square, we'll write r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 r2. In place of r, you have to write this r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2. That gives us volume. Now surface area or just total surface area, when one of the ends is open, you substitute, you do not substitute pi r1 square, or you can just substitute r1 square as 0, because you do not add the top surface, because there is no surface, it's open. Based on which ends are open or closed, you substitute, or you add these terms or remove these terms based on whether this is open or this is open. Just quickly, we have cut or we have sliced the cone at this section. This is section at this apparent lines. When you cut across this section and you tilt it or you inverse it, you will get a glass, you will get a frustum. And I have indicated radius L, radius as R1 here and radius R2, height of the frustum as H, and L is slant length, slant height. And another thing left out is L. Earlier you had L is equal to root of H square plus R square. Now here you will have L equal to, just write H as it is, plus in place of R you write R1 square minus R2 square. Do not get confused which one to take, whether to take R2 here or here. Just remember, when you assume, what have I taken? I have taken R1 greater than R2. Since R1 is greater than R2, so R1 will come first here. So this will be bigger than this. R1 is greater than R2, so R1 square will also be greater than R2 square. So you have that. That's based on these fundamentals, you will solve questions now. Question number 1 from exercise 13.4. A glass is given to you and you are asked to find volume or the capacity. This should be written in dotted lines. Fine. Diameter is given as 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. And this diameter is given as 2 centimeters. And height is given as 14 centimeters. 14 centimeters. And find the capacity. Find capacity. Instead of asking you to find out the volume of a glass, the questionnaire tells you to find capacity. Capacity means how much amount of any fluid that it can contain, that is capacity. Capacity, right? Let's find out. So capacity is as good as volume. So write the formula for volume, which is, I am writing the formula here so that you get used to it. 1 by 3 pi r square h is the formula for cone. So we write 1 by 3 pi into h. Instead of r square, we write r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2. And substitute values of h, r1 and r2 to get the volume. But let's find r1 and r2 first. As in the previous explanation, I have taken r1 greater than r2. So r1 obviously will be r1 4 by 2 centimeters, and r2 is 2 by 2 is equal to 1 centimeter. So 1 by 3, 22 upon 7, height is 14, r1 square is 2 square. So let's substitute first, right? Substitution carries 1 mark. r2 square is 1 square plus r1 into r2. This is equal to 22 into 2 by 3. If you ask how, I have just cancelled 7 with this 14 and I have written as 2 there. 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 1 plus 4, that is 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 2 is 6. 3 goes out with 6 to give 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 times 22 is 88. 88 centimeter cube. If you do not write units, you might lose marks. Remember that. And if you are not given units, write 88. In case unit is not given in the whole problem, just the question says 14 units, then you have 4 units, not in terms of centimeters or meters. Then you write 88 cubic units. It is written as 88 cubic units or 88 units cube. That's how you read it. That's the answer. When unit is not given, SI unit is not given, or just unit is not given. That's the answer. Easy question. Write the formula for volume of the frustum, substitute the values, and simplify the calculation to get 88 centimeters cubes. Question number 1 was based on finding out the volume of the container. Now here, on the volume of the frustum, here we'll have question on surface area. Question number 2. You are given a container or glass like this, or a frustum of coal. You say what you want to say, but this still remains frustum. So perimeter of the upper circle is given. Perimeter is equal to 18 centimeters. The perimeter of the bottom circle, I'll just write P here. Perimeter of the bottom circle is given as 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters. And we also need slant length, right? Slant length. Here is given as 4 centimeters. Find the curved surface area of the frustum. The question. Leaving out all the unnecessary details, I have written out just the mathematical data for the second question. Perimeter is given as 18 centimeters. Here the perimeter of the bottom circle is 6 centimeters. Slant length is 4 centimeters. Find curved surface. So curved surface area is given by pi into, for coal it is pi RL, for frustum it is pi into R1 plus R2 into L. R1 is the radius of the larger circle, R2 is the radius of the smaller circle. Why am I saying circle? Because this section, though it might not look when I am drawing like a circle, but still it is a circle, because when you look from the top it is circle. Okay? So pi is equal to pi multiplied by R1 is, we have to find out R1 and R2, we do not have it. So perimeter of a circle is given by 2 pi r, right? So perimeter is 2 pi r1. For larger circle, perimeter is given as 18 centimeters. So this is equal to 2 into pi into 18. Perimeter of circle 280. So this is perimeter for a smaller circle. Let me indicate this as P1, this is P2. Right? So perimeter for the smaller circle is, you have 2 pi r2. 2 pi r2, this is equal to 2 into pi into r2. Oh, it's not given, right? So this thing is given. Perimeter is given. Just perimeter is given. So we cannot substitute that. So perimeter 2 pi r is given as 6 centimeters. 2 pi r is 6 centimeters. And perimeter for larger circle, or this is for larger circle, so this is 18 centimeters. And perimeter for the smaller circle is 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters. So this becomes 2 pi r1 is equal to 18 and 2 pi r2 is equal to 6. This can also be written as pi into r1 is equal to 18 by 2 is 9. Pi into, now this becomes or this implies pi r2 is equal to 6 by 2 is 3. Now here, please do not substitute pi and separately substitute r1 here, because when I just expand the bracket, I have pi into r1 plus pi into r2 whole multiplied by 8. I straight away can substitute pi r1 from these two equations, pi r1 and pi r2. So that is 9 plus 3 slant length L is already given 4. 9 plus 3 is 12 and 12 into 4 48. Now this is curved surface area. Write the units, do not forget to write the units. Since it's a surface area, this will be in terms of square centimeters. CBSE. That's your final answer. Final answer. Question number 2. This was the end of question number 2. Let's take the next question separately now.
Choose the right kindergarten, a right bag, and matching bottle to go with. The right school, the right friends. Choose the right subjects and score well. Be an expert in all. The right teacher, and make sure that they like you. Choose the right timing, the right bus, and take a cab if getting late. The right train, and don't stand near the gates. Mind the pockets. Better get into ladies' compartment. Make sure your mustache hasn't started coming. Choose the right study time and forget games. IPL, IHL, rock and metal, guitar, axe. The right group and be a model to your brother. Seriously. Choose the right syllabus, the right test paper. Keep guessing questions for exams. Choose the right branch, the right college, the right stream. Choose the right career. Lucky to have a father's business to take care of and a father to allow that. The right counselor, the right form, and make sure the project is submitted on time. Choose the right website and rely on your friends for more information. Oblivious of the sites they have been to, there is no end to your woes. Getting better with every step you climb up the ladder. The summer vacation shorter, the bucket list bigger. The night darker, the books heavier. The only light you have is your friends ahead of you. Probably he is right. Ever thought how he got the direction? No more spending your energy and money on coaching classes. No more missing classes for rain, rally, and nonsense. Get your interest back in subjects through our creative ways of teaching. Doubts, concepts, applications, all explained through one vibrant animation. Subjects covered by multiple teachers with repeat telecasts. Special programs only for basic foundation and paper analysis. Personality development, career counseling, admissions, hobbies, all covered. A new approach to study with long-term perspective. So sit back comfortably in your homes and watch Study Spectrum TV channel.
Next question is based on surface area, curved surface area. Let's solve. Question number 3. Now Turks use a cap called fez. Looks like this. Upright frustum. Radius R is given as 4 centimeters. Radius R is 4 centimeters, and here radius R 10 centimeters. The slant length L is given by 15 centimeters. Now you already know that since along this portion the head is accommodated, so therefore this is covered. This surface area will be covered. So we have to also include this surface area. We are finding out the curved surface area. The question is, find out the material, the surface area of the material that is used, or the amount of material that is used. How much material are you using? That's the question. So that it's nothing but, in mathematical terms, it's curved surface area. So this curved surface area or lateral surface area plus upper surface area. If I indicate this as R1 and this is R2, I'll write the formula. So pi, curved surface area for cone is pi into R into L. So what do we do in case of Frustum? We substitute R by R1 plus R2. So therefore it is R1 plus R2 into L. Curved surface area consider. I have to consider this surface area as well, because there is some material being used to stitch the top surface. So this is plus pi r square, because the top surface is circle. So pi r2 square, since it is r2, so we have r2 square. Let's substitute. Take out the pi common. Pi is common. R1 plus R2 is 10 plus 4. Let's substitute. 10 plus 4 into slant length is 15 plus pi into R2. R2 square is 4 square into 60. R2 square is 4 square into 60. Pi I am taking common from both the terms. So 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 into 15 plus 16. Now how to multiply in short way 14 by 15? 14 times 4 is 60. Write 0, carry forward 6 on top of 1, right? Just above the 1, so that when you do next calculation it becomes easier to add that 6. Firstly, 15 times 4 or 15 fours is 60. So 15 into 1 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 16. Since pi is written as 22 is equal to 22 by 7, we substitute 22 by 7 and add this 2 now. Please write this equal to symbol. It's important. This is equal to 22 by 7 into 226. 226. 7 to the 21. 1. 7 to the 14. It does not go. It does not divide. 226. I'll write here. 226 does not divide 7. So what do? We multiply 226 by 22 and see what happens. 226 is 226 into 22. Okay. Now how do we multiply that? Do not multiply two individual digits by 2. I'll tell you a method. Consider 226. Consider 226 and write that 226 as 200 plus 26 in your mind, not write in the notebook actually, but when you are practicing, please write for the first time. This is multiplied by 2. So by now it's very easy, right? 2 into 2 is 4. 400 plus 26 times 2 is 52. So 400 plus 52 is 452. These are simple shortcuts that you need to know to save the time. Plus 452. Why 452? Because again we are multiplying 226 by 2. I will repeat this method. We are not going to multiply individual digits by 2 and just do this. What we are going to do is, we are going to split 226 into 200 plus 26 in mind, and that multiplied by 2. 200 into 2 is 400, and plus 52, that is 26 into. So this is 2794. 4972. Now this is equal to 4972 by 7. Now let's divide 4972 by 7. By usual method. 7 times 7 is 49. 0. Taking these two digits together and adding a 0 here. 7 9s are 63. So 9s are 63. Or I can just take like this. Right? So 0, 7. You say how? From this, I know that 763. The nearest number to 709 is 710. So I've tried with 710 and multiplied with 7. It is giving me least remainder. This is 2. So how do you write now? So this is 700, 710, 2 upon 7. And you might be wondering how this is written as answer in a textbook. This is what they have done actually. This is how it is done actually. Now I see this is how, just to verify, 710 into 7 plus 2 upon 7. I should get back same answer here. I should get back this 707, 7 7 are 14 plus 2 plus 7, and I'm getting it, right? This is equal to 4972 divided by 6. Problem is easy. Understanding of the problem is easy, but when you get stuck in the calculation somewhere, you may not be able to score whole marks in this question. So please practice calculation part. Calculation part is important. If you are able to do the calculations, you can solve any problem in mathematics. Because understanding of word problems is not a big deal. Once you understand the concept, it's easy to understand the word problem. That's the answer. Now, what is it? This is surface area, curved surface area. Since it is a surface area, so you will have centimeter square. Please do not forget to write the units. Units is important. Next question again is based on curved surface area. This is question number 3. Practical question. This is a cap used by Turks. It's called peds. Let me write the dimensions now. The radius of the top circle is given as 4 centimeters. Let me indicate this as R2. I always take R1 as R1 greater than R2. So this will be 4 centimeters. And this R2 or R1 is given as 10 centimeters. And slant